Yeah, so I'm here. Yo, welcome to another YouTube video. I'll be reviewing the discography of Alicia Keys. Start with the Piano and I, which is a good intro with the pianos going, etc. Then we have Girlfriend, which is about her and her female friends, how they like to hang out, etc. and do different things together, which is an interesting concept. Then How Come You Don't Call Me is another good track, which is about a love interest and how they found someone else and why they don't call her, and she wants them to call her but they don't, and wondering if that person's found another girl, etc. That's what that song's about. Then we have Falling, which is about falling in love with a romantic interest, which is, I love her singing, I love the pianos in the background on the track. That's what I like about Alicia Keys, how she does her sound, and I love her voice on the track. Really amazing. Then we have Troubles, which is about troubles with love and relationships and how certain issues can happen within. Then we have Rock With You, which is a fun song, I think. A little bit of a cover of Michael Jackson's song. Then we have Jane Doe, which is a diss track on MC Jane Doe, who affiliated with Mos Def and who I said was on the Black Star album, talking about how she interferes in her love life, etc. Don't know if they still have their issues or not, but that's what the track's about. Then we have A Woman's Worth, which is about how good women deserve good men and how they deserve to be treated with respect and have a honourable man that will treat them like a queen and a princess and do things for them and etc. And they say real man deserves a real woman that will be supportive, loving, etc. Which I think is a really good song, really. And saying that people don't deserve to be treated disrespectfully and used for whatever. Then we have Goodbye, which is about a relationship breakup, which is what that one's about. Then we have Butterflies, is about love and feelings of, and I think it's about a butterfly as well, I remember, and I love the feeling of the song. I just remember that, and I love the sound, I love her voice, and how she sings is amazing on this track. Then we have this album, I'll give in between 8.5 out of 10, between 8 and a 9. I think I'll give it 8.5 to play it safe. Now the second one I'm going to review is The Diary of Alicia Keys. It starts off with Harlem's Nocturne, which is a good intro, really welcomes you in. Then we have Karma, which is about treating people well, so they will treat you that well as well, and how if you go around breaking people's hearts, someone will do the same to you. And really, it's that theory of karma, what you put out there comes back around to you. That's what I got from that track. Really like that song, really good from Alicia Keys. Then we have Heartburn, which is about how in relationships when it's going bad it can cause you to get heartburn, and when you have your heart broken and your heart feels a certain way, or a certain anxiousness you can get within when talking with someone you love, etc. That's what I got out of that track, really good. If I Was Your Woman, Walk On By, which is again a really interesting concept. Which is really good. Then we have If You Don't Know My Name, which is about love, one night stands, and someone trying to get with someone and then forgetting their name or don't really remember them properly and just pretend that they were loving and supportive when they weren't. They were just interested in one thing really, and they don't remember the person's name or much about them. They just manipulated them. Really, that's what I got out of that song. Then If I Ain't Got You, which is a brilliant song. I love this song. I love her voice on the track. Love the pianos, and it's another love song from Alicia. Really great. I like how she sounds on this. Really goes in, and that's another top quality track there. Then we have Wake Up, which is another good song. Then we have yeah, so this album has different slow jams, some faster paced tracks to it, and I think I'll definitely give this a good rating. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I think it was slightly better than the first album. Then we got As I Am, the third album, where she branches out, and I think she has more of a, sings more in a different way as well. I think she sings more soulful, and she has more of the Celine Dion type thing she goes for on this record, and leaves her other sound out. It starts off with an intro again. Then we have Go Ahead, which is a great song. I love the content of the song. I like the words and what she sings about. I love the beat on the song. Amazing track to start off. Then we have Superwoman, which is about being empowered, and a song about empowering females, and you're super, and you do all these good things, and you should be appreciated for what you do, and you do certain things that men don't do, and that's what that track's about, really, which is a really cool track. Definitely like the track. Then we have No One, which is a great song, basically saying there's no one like the person she's with, and yeah, that's another really good song I love. Then we have Lesson Learned featuring John Mayer. I love that song. This was another track I really liked, about learning your lesson from mistakes you make in life, and etc., and trying to make things go better for you next time. Yeah, then we have Reckless Love. It's about being in a relationship you don't really want to be in, and you break someone's heart, and you're not, or you might cheat on somebody and with somebody else, that kind of thing. That's what I got from that track. Yeah, so that's what I got from that track. Then we got Teenage Love Affair, which is about teenage crushes and teenagers falling in love with people, etc., and first love, that kind of thing, which is really good to hear from that, and I think it goes well with what she's done on her last 2 albums, and like, that's what I got to say on that track. This album is a really good album. I'll definitely give this one a classic rating. I'll give that one a 10 out of 10 personally, because I think it's definitely her best album, because I love the production. It's not too branched out, but branched out, and her voice is amazing on the tracks. Definitely good. Done these. The next review I'm going to do is the album that's playing on in the background, Element of Freedom by Alicia Keys. This album starts with Element of Freedom. Then we have Love Is Blind, which is about being in love and etc., and how it can be blind, and it talks about certain things like that. Then there's a song called Wait Till You Smile, which is about people didn't think she'd make it and be famous, etc., and she proved them wrong, basically, because she's made, at that point, 4 platinum albums, 4 on the bounce. All of her albums have sold 1 million copies, every single one. So she had a lot of talent and definitely made it big in the music business. That's why she proved a lot of people wrong, which is what that track's about. Then we have Doesn't Mean Anything, which is another really good song. I really enjoyed the track. I got into it easily. Good to nod your head to. Then we got Try Sleeping With a Broken Heart. It's about heartbreak and a relationship that goes wrong, and how heartbroken she is, and expressing that sort of feelings of heartbreak, etc. Which is, again, that's how strong Any Love is a great song again. Then we have Unthinkable, love the beat on the track, that's another really good song. Then we have Like in the Sea, great, that's a great song, talking about love, and I think she talks about the sea and how beautiful certain things are, and romantic settings, etc., where you can go for romance and good holiday places, and really, and it's all about peace as well. Put it in a Love Song, which is featuring Beyonce, a song that was playing earlier. Definitely a fun track about going out, etc., and a love song with Beyonce. Definitely like that vibe on the track, definitely like the song. Then we have Empire State of Mind, which talks about New York, etc., and yeah, it talks about the stuff that goes on in New York, describes New York life. Definitely brilliant ending to this album, and I think this album deserves a 7 out of 10, maybe, no, I'll give it 8 out of 10 actually, because I think it definitely had some really good points on this album. I'm going to put on, yeah, while I do the last review. The last review I'm going to do is Alicia Keys' Girl on Fire, her recent album, which I don't think was as good as her other previous works, but I think it still had some tracks on here that were good. It starts off with Brand New Me, great first track, really like that song, really got into the track easily, and gave me with high expectations on what the rest of the album was going to be. Listen to Your Heart was another good track, about listening to what your heart tells you to do when you're in certain situations that you get yourself into. We've got Girl on Fire with Nicki Minaj. I prefer the single version without the rapping, but I still like the rapping on there, obviously, but that's just me personally. But then we have Fire We Make. It's a great song featuring Maxwell, great song, great singing from both. They collaborated really well together, can't complain there. I love the beat, has like a new soul type sound, which I really like. Yeah, and the rest, there's some other good tracks on here, I think, but that's my opinion on this album. I'll give this one 6.5 out of 10.